So, I failed my no by January, but I still saved a lot of money. Here's how much. Hi everyone! As you probably know from my 2023 goals video, I really want to save a lot of money this year because I want to go to Japanese language school next year. So I thought, what better time to do a no-buy challenge than in January? So, what is the no-spend challenge? As you can probably tell by the title, it's a challenge where you want to spend as little money as possible. Of course, you still need to buy your regular items like groceries, pay your bills, etc. But you want to spend as little money as possible on extra things like books or clothes, like unnecessary spending. You really want to cut it down as much as possible. So, what was my experience like? I first learned about the No Spend Challenge from the Fairly Local Family on YouTube, I think 1 or 2 years ago. And I always wanted to try it because it looked like a lot of fun, kind of. But I never did it because I was always waiting for the right timing and the right month where I had to spend less money anyways. But guess what? It never came, of course. So I thought, okay, this year is the right time to start it because, as I said before, I want to save 13,000 euros this year. And that is a lot of money for the money that I earn. So yeah, I thought it would be best to get a head start and save as much money as I can in January because I never know what will come up during the year. And maybe there will be some months where I can't save as much as I would like to. So I thought, let's get ahead of schedule. And as you know from the title, it wasn't exactly as successful as I'd liked it to be. And there were a few reasons for that. First of all, I didn't really set rules for myself, and I think this was my biggest downfall because I knew I want to spend as little money as possible. But for example, my boyfriend and I, we both have separate bank accounts, but we also have an account together where we each transfer 600 euros per month to this account. So for rent and for food shopping, like groceries, etc. So we can both pay with our cards and we don't have to care about who's gonna pay, how we're splitting the bills, etc. I kind of forgot that this money was also half of my money, so I didn't think about saving money in the grocery store, unfortunately. So I still bought a lot of expensive vegan products and I could have saved so much money if I didn't bought these. So this is my biggest regret. The second area where I spent more money than I wanted to was going out to eat, which was quite surprising because I basically never go out to eat because we don't have a lot of vegan restaurants and cafes here in my city. So it's never really a big topic for me, fortunately. But yeah, I was on the lookout for new friends on Bumble BFF because I wanted some friends that really share my values and my interests. I met up with 2 potential friends. Of course, I don't want to bring them right away to my apartment because they're strangers. And it was so cold outside that we didn't want to go on a walk. So we decided to go to a cafe. And of course, I had to buy something there. I could have only bought a coffee, but I didn't. I also bought like cake. So in total, I spent 14 euros for both of these trips. But I have to say it was still worth it because I really enjoyed it. And I got to know some new amazing people. So it's okay. And the third area where I spent more money than I was expecting was traveling, because in March I will go to a concert with my friend and it's out of town, so we need to book a hotel. Of course, I also could have booked it in February, but chances are that the prices would be a lot more expensive then. So I thought, okay, let's just book it in January, even though I'm on a no-spend month. I spend more money in the long term if I book it now than if I book it in February. The only other 2 things where I spent money in January were the post stamps for my certificate of sickness that I had to send to my health insurance because I was sick in January. And also I bought a stock. Yes, I got into investing and I know it's really exciting and I also want to do a video about this soon. I always knew I should get into investing, but I never had the courage to because I was just too scared to lose it, invest in the wrong things, etc. So when I watched a video in January when I was sick on accident on investing, I got really excited and I thought it was less scary than expected. So I thought, okay, if I'm all fired up now, then I just should start this month, even though I do a no spend month, because I knew if I would have waited until February, I would probably be back in my old anxious self and not wanting to take the leap to invest. So I just did it. So how much money did I spend in January? I spent in total 755 euros on food, rent and my regular expenses like pole dance, health insurance, my phone bill, Spotify, Netflix. And also spent 14 euros on going out to eat with those two friends. And also I spent 85.16 on the hotel, the stocks and the post stamps. So I think this is all right, but it was more than I wanted to. So on to the big question, how much did I save in January? I didn't expect to save that much, but I saved 1,424.88 euros. I know, crazy, right? So I got really lucky in January because I was able to sell a lot of my old stuff on eBay and also on Vinted, so old clothes and books, etc. Also, I got 200 euros cash back from my health insurance. And my boyfriend's family gifted me some lucky money for Lunar New Year, so I also got really lucky with that. And yeah, I'm really happy because with my salary this is a lot of money that I saved. So of course this month wasn't a failure overall, but I would have loved to spend even less money. To do even better next time, I would like to do some things differently. For example, setting rules for spending at the grocery store so that I don't forget about the expenses there. For example, only buying one processed vegan food a week, or basically just sticking to low-cost food like oats and frozen vegetables, beans, rice, like all the things that are really inexpensive. And also I want to use up the food we already have at home. I also tried this in January, but I could have done a lot better. And next time I really want to eat all the things we have left, like rice, noodles and stuff like this, and only buy fresh produce. Of course, not everything went bad. There were also a lot of things that really went well. For example, I always reminded myself of my goal to go to Japanese language school next year. And also if I wanted to buy something, I didn't buy it immediately, but I said, okay, we will put it on the wish list. And if I still want the thing like 3 months later, then I can buy it. And also always identifying, is this something I really want, or is this just something I think I want? And is this a necessity or can it wait a few months? Also, I tracked all my expenses in an Excel sheet. I do it every month anyways, but it was a really great reminder again on where my money goes, how much did I already spend, and what did I spend my money on. I also unsubscribed from newsletters from fashion brands and also fashion Instagram accounts so that I don't get tempted to buy new clothes. And one of the biggest things was also looking for other ways to lift my mood than buying stuff. For example, going on a walk, spending quality time with my boyfriend, going on a hike, making a nice dinner, for example. Would I do a no spend challenge again? Yes, definitely. I already have one planned in March. And I also thought about vlogging the whole experience, like talking about my learnings and low budget meals that I'm cooking, etc. so that I can take you along my whole journey that month. So if you're interested in this, please subscribe and also give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And if you know someone who could benefit from the video, please share it with them. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye bye!